we are live here as welcome to the game number 2 of the Cyclones versus the ROWVA Williams Field Tigers. Joined by Ethan Hunt on the mic now. And Ethan, we had a pretty good game for the Cyclones in the first game. Tell folks at home your thoughts on game number 1, the JV game.
Yeah, the JV team did a great job, I thought, of making shots early in the first half. I know neither team scored in the fourth quarter, but West Prairie was able to hang on to their lead.
And I guess we started the fight song and then we went away from it. And, well,
it looks like we're about to get started here soon.
I'm not sure whether they're going to make things official or not. I'm not sure. I am not privy to some of those plans, nor probably should I be. As the Tigers ready. And upperclassmen really lead this West Prairie varsity team. Some of these ladies been after it a long time and looking to pick up a win here versus ROWVA Williamsfield. And we'll step aside to make things official here with the playing of our national anthem. Ethan, the one thing tonight that the starters, and really Grant Bland doesn't have a very deep bench here tonight, but these girls really know how to get after it, and they're used to playing virtually all game long.
Yeah, I remember a couple of these upperclassmen, especially Brooklyn Welsh and Addie Despain. I remember back when I was in high school, they were playing in varsity games, so they have a lot of experience. They've been playing some 3 or 4 years against varsity competition, so they are really used to it.
And again, go about this. They do have other players there on the bench. They have the JV players, and I know they're on the roster, but they do have a fairly short bench, so foul trouble does become kind of interesting along the way. And we'll have to see how that matches tonight. And really, size-wise, they match up pretty well here tonight. We'll check out the starting lineups for you. It is Lauren Powell, joined by Addie Despain. Also tonight, Brooklyn Welsh, Calissa Watkins, and Alyssa Smith for the Cyclones here this evening. For ROWVA Williamsfield, it is Ashlyn Murdoch, also Kaylin Garza, Mia Ponce-Vass, Carolyn German, and Molly Blust. Inbounds are going to come from Garza underneath the basket. Looks to bounce it in the corner. Nice bounce up there, and then they'll work it on the outside to German. Back in the corner. Three-pointer's no good, and Brooklyn Welsh snaps up the rebound. Here she goes on the run.
West Prairie, once again, their varsity, same as the JV, playing that zone defense.
As Welsh drives it in, lays it up, no good. Smith trying to get the rebound. It is Watkins that'll finally pull it out of there, and they'll reset it to Powell. Down in the corner to Welsh. She'll toe up 3. A little bit long. Despain gathers it up. That's 2 offensive rebounds for the Cyclones here early on. Powell Out with it, kicks it down for Welsh. In the corner for Smith, tapped away and stolen there. And then the, okay, Ethan, I've been waiting to say this all night. Alyssa Smith with the hold, which would mean hold that tiger. It's an old song, don't worry. I'll bring the young fellow along during the broadcast, folks. I really will. So, 7-minute mark of the first quarter. They bring it up to Murdoch. Murdoch going to swing it over Ponce Vast down in the corner. Now they're going to bring it in the post. Spin and a wild shot, but got her own rebound. Tip to Garza. Garza puts it up and in and gets the basket. Working back the other way. Go ahead.
Tigers here picking up in some full court pressure.
Lauren Powell misses the biscuit, and they're going to say West Prairie gets it on the tip out of bounds. Pretty aggressive defensively so far for both teams.
Yeah, both teams coming out in zone defenses. And ROWVA, a nice shot there.
As Powell drops home the three, makes it 3-2. The Cyclones take a lead, kind of how they did it in the game before. Ponce Vast dribbling and lobs it down for Murdoch. Murdoch, and losing it in the corner was Bluss. Bluss going to bounce it in the lane. Garza up. And a foul on Despain. Going to have two-shot foul here. Addie Despain picking up her first, team first, as Garza steps to the free throw line. She has the lone 2 in the game so far for the Tigers. And that one just a little short. 6:15 mark here of the first quarter play, 3-2 lead for the Cyclones. Garza's second one, got it. So makes it 3-3 tie. They'll pressure on the inbounds. As they bring it up to Watkins. Watkins in the lane, knocked away and pulled down by Blust. Back will come the Tigers. Ponce Vast bring it out top, and they'll swing it on the outside for Murdoch. Murdoch going to bounce in. Blust. Nice job by Smith in there, Ethan, of keeping her out.
Yeah, Smith's doing a great job of defending both posts down there, being one of the bottom pieces in the zone.
Save by Garza on the air ball. Smith down with the rebound, has Powell ahead of the pack. Being chased, layup is no good. Right there is Welsh. Says, got your back, partner.
Good hustle by Brooklyn Welsh on that play, getting the putback offensive rebound.
And now they'll set it up again. Trying to actively work for Garza in the high post. And now they get her. She'll come down. Smith doing a nice job keeping both hands up straight. And Alyssa Smith, beauty of a rebound, pulls it out of there. Watkins going to walk it up the floor here for West Prairie. 5-3, they lead it here by 2 as we reach the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Powell trying to bounce into the high post. Watkins on the way to the 3. Yes! Ring it up for Calissa Watkins. Nice job on the pass out by Alyssa Smith.
Yeah, that was a good find for Watkins in the corner.
Blust going to try to put it up. Shoots it. Shot no good. Despain. Actually, I think, they're going to keep it with the Tigers. I thought she batted it off the face of Murdoch using those volleyball skills, and we never see those volleyball skills at this school, do we? 8-3, Cyclones lead it here by 5, 4:36 left to go in the first quarter. Timeout called. Let's tell you about some of the fine folks that are bringing you our ball games here. They include JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, you can check out TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer our area teams on to victory. TSSR Game Time Live is presented by McDonough District Hospital, MDH. I'm glad you're alongside. The old fat man's going to take a quick drink of water. As we, folks, want to thank my very good friend, Mr. Dwayne Hewlett, using his setup, part of TSSR Game Time Live. If you enjoy it, please definitely let him know about it, because trust me, technology-wise, I had nothing to do with this. And that's why I'm going to lean on you, young fella, for all the technology stuff, because this old man struggles with that stuff.
Yeah, well, we are, with COVID, very reliant on technology here nowadays, so it's good to flex your technology muscles a little bit sometimes.
Garza going to bring it inbounds, ready to trigger in. 2-3 zone put on there by the Cyclones. Garza out top, works it for Ponce Vass, and now out, and a bank shot. Yes, indeed, the bank is open for Carolyn German.
This is a 1-2-2 zone press, which means West Prairie is going to have to move the ball quite a bit to break it.
Powell with the shot long and stolen away by Despain. Quick toe up by Welsh, couldn't get it to go. And out of there with it will come the Tigers in the hands of Ashlyn Murdoch. Over to Murdoch, going to bring it back to Garza. Garza down in the corner for German. Ponce Vass over to Murdoch. 3 is up and good. That was a quick timeout by Coach Bland. I would take it that he did not see something he liked. A 9-8 lead now for ROWVA Williamsfield.
Yeah, whenever you give up a 3 like that, you got to talk to your team and make sure they're keeping up the hustle.
And a lot of that, too, is if it's the way the rotation of the zone goes. And with the 2-3 zone, you know that the backside is what they've been looking for. They look for it all the JV game. They look for the skip pass over the top and were able to hit Murdoch at that time. That's something that the girls are going to have to watch. And a lot of that is you appreciate aggression, but you don't want them to file all the way across the floor when they do it.
Yeah, playing in the zone defense definitely has its benefits, but it also comes with its drawbacks as well. On this last play, we just saw that if the other team can move the ball around or the perimeter quickly enough, you can have a player wide open to hit a possible 3.
Despain will trigger in, and Ethan mentioned the 1-2-2 zone pressure. Now we'll see if they match up in that again, and it looks like they will. They were slow to get it set up. And now Welsh is going to be matched up man-on-man by German. Brings it down in the lane for Hood, and Hood's going to double dribble with it. Maddie Hood into the ball game. The extra step, and with 3.5 and counting in the first quarter, it is a 9-8 lead for ROWVA Williamsfield. Garza down deep in the corner, and once again, Addie Despain using those volleyball skills. Coach Paul would be proud. Taps that out of bounds. And now Bella Ponce Vass comes into the ball game. Also out there is Mia Ponce Vass. Her shot off the top of the backboard. And I believe you would say she squeezed the orange a little bit tight. Get it off the backboard. Powell dribbling. Nice job getting through there. Out to Watkins. A little long. Rebound snapped up by German. Into Bluss. Bluss in the lane. Out. Working around to Garza again. Missed Bluss. Bluss got in there wide open. Missed the shot.
That was great help side defense on the backside there.
Welsh now working it. 9-8 lead for the Tigers. To Watkins. Watkins over to Powell. Powell. Couple of dribbles. Comes over to Welsh. Welsh to Despain. Had it tipped. Picked up by Hood. Hood falls down. Got it to Watkins. Now stolen away by the Tigers.
West Prairie already with 3 fouls here in the first quarter. I know you were saying earlier the depth on the bench isn't too great, so we'll see. Hopefully these fouls don't come back to bite West Prairie later on in this game.
Well, and Maddie Hood trying to use her full complement of 10 fouls tonight. She's used 5 in the JV game. That is number 6. Alyssa Smith checking out as Allie Arnold will check in. Mia Ponce Vass dribbles it up, dumps it. Nice pass to Garza, but threw it away. or nearly threw it away. Arnold almost got it as they tried to get it to Jenna Woodside. Garza looks it in the corner now for that. Another double dribble. I think that was caused there by Lauren Powell.
Yeah, Lauren Powell's doing a good job there at the point of the 1-2-2 zone. Your job is to just apply pressure to the ball handlers at the top of the key, and Lauren's doing a great job of doing that.
2 minutes, clock rolling here, 9-8 Williamsfield. And nice behind the back by Welsh, drives it up for the teardrop, bangs it hard off the backboard, the backboard integrity check. And now Bella Ponsfas and Arnold tie it up. It'll be possession to the Cyclones. Despain at the trigger. Into Welsh, wide open three, a little short. Smith, the rebound, puts it up, can't get it to go. Despain, the rebound. She'll will it out back to Welsh. Welsh over to Powell. Nice bounce pass down to Smith, who's in trouble to Powell. 16-footer, no good. And the rebound fought for and is pulled out of there by Garza. Garza lobs it up, stolen away by Welsh. And then we've got a scary collision there.
Wow, yeah, that was a nice heads-up play by Brooklyn Welsh, keeping her eyes up and able to steal that pass.
I will say, and it was also a nice open field tackle. Textbook. No, wrong sport.
Tigers now have switched over to a man-to-man defense.
Grace Vanonic in the ball game. She will dribble around there. And a shot put up by Arnold, no good. Smith shot as well, no good. And back will come Garza. Garza on the run up the court. In the lane, spin shot, got it!
Wow, what a move. Reminds me of another Garza playing in college ball right now for Iowa.
Oh, it is. And actually same colors.
Yeah.
11-8 with the gold and black. Little Iowa, little Mizzou look. 57 seconds. Clock count here, 11-8 lead for ROWVA Williamsfield. Smith had it tapped away in the corner by Ponsfas. Watkins in, she'll replace Powell. Don't forget, you are watching this on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 11-8 three-point advantage now for ROWVA Williamsfield. Garza at the throttle. Zone's pretty extended out there as they bring it down in the corner for Bella Ponsfas, out to Mia Ponsfas, down all the way in the corner to Garza. Garza looks at Blust. And that one tapped out of bounds. Actually, they're going to say it was off the hands of Garza and out of bounds.
Some nice pressure there applied by Allie Arnold.
30 seconds left. Cyclones will probably work for one. Watkins, far corner, bounces to Smith, but just a little bit wide, and will turn it over to the Tigers. Now 25 seconds. It is Ponsfas bringing it up. Cross to Garza and an over and back. I thought that was awful close. And that's one of those things, kind of the court awareness, Ethan. You got to look where your teammate is because Garza had not quite crossed the strip yet.
Yep, you have to establish yourself on the second half of the court before you can pass the ball.
Watkins out to Vanonic, has it taken away. 10 seconds left. Ponsfas dribbling up, nearly lost it. Gathers, missed somebody wide open under the basket to Garza, no good. And Allie Arnold down with it. She'll flip it out to Watkins. Heave at the buzzer. Not going to be there, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter play. 11-8. Lead now for the ROWVA Williamsfield Tigers. The Community News Brief is a free publication distributed to over 68 locations in Bushnell, Macomb, Colchester, Industry, Adair, and more towns throughout the area. It provides local news to McDonough County and parts of Fulton County every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. To submit a press release or get advertising information for the locally owned publication, contact Lynn at 309-333-8245 or email communitybrief@gmail.com. Ethan, your thoughts on the first quarter?
Well, I think West Prairie is doing a good job of getting open looks and getting open shots. They just need to finish. I left a lot of points up there on the board, and they only have 8.
And that's one of those things they always say, leaving food on the fork, and they've definitely done that a little bit in the first half. Let's give you the leading the stats. Lauren Powell with 3 in the ball game so far, 2 in the game for Brooklyn Welsh, 3 in the game for Calissa Watkins, and that rounds it out. In the game for ROWVA Williamsfield, 5, Kaylin Garza leads the way here, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 for Ashley Murdoch, and 3 for Carolyn German. Again, you're listening to Cyclone Sports here on TSSR Live, presented by MDH. Start the second quarter play, he said as he got back to the screen he was supposed to be on. German with it. She's on the near side, looks in at Blust, also has Garza. And now out on the outside, it is Woodside. And that one thrown out of bounds.
A nice deflection there by Alyssa Smith, doing a good job of playing post defense so far here in this game.
Powell going to bring it up. 2-3 zone. They went man for a while. They backed into it. Watkins on the far side. Looks out top, and Addie Despain going to get the bump block and or foul. All credit for that goes to one Robin R. Dunham. Lives down in Quincy now. And on Garza, that is her first personal. Watkins in the corner, picks up her dribble, comes to Despain. She'll put up 15-footer. A little bit long. Powell tried to gather it in, could not. And that brings it over to ROWVA Williamsfield. They lead it here by 3, 11-8, 7:23 mark of the second quarter. As walking it up is German. Lobs deep down in the corner for Woodside in the lane to Blust. Blust kicking out top. That is for Murdoch. They go cross the zone back and forth. 3 is up, no good. Rebound snapped up. Back down to Blush. She'll put it up. And can't get it. Smith sky high for the rebound. She'll pull it down. That is her second rebound.
Another great job by Smith there on the post defense. She didn't block the shot, but she definitely altered it, which resulted in a miss.
So the Cyclones back to work. They tried to throw it in the middle. Watkins then going to commit the bump. She bumped Woodside. And that's one of those things you don't want to compound it. If you make the turnover, then you don't want to make the foul on it. 11-8, ROWVA Williams, and they threw it. German was not paying any attention to it. Woodside had to snare it. Cyclones almost had an easy bucket. Garza in the lane with it. She'll shoot 10-footer, no good. Rebound tipped. Welsh chases it down and gets it over to Smith. Nice job. Brooklyn Welsh get that above her head. They bring it up the court, though. Smith throwing it out to Welsh and tossed it out of bounds. Turnovers becoming a problem for the Cyclones here. That is at least their third in this second quarter as we roll down to 6:15. ROWVA Williamsfield leading 11-8, and Murdoch lost the ball. Blust able to gather it into Garza. Out on the outside. German shot's no good. Rebound Blust, rebounds it again and puts it up and in.
Offensive rebounds are going to be a killer here against the zone defense. You have the numbers advantage inside. You have to be able to get offensive rebounds.
13-8 lead for ROWVA Williamsfield. Powell down to Watkins. Had to gather it in. Trying to get something going here, and the pass taken away. Garza gets it stolen right back by Addie Despain. Dribbles in, puts shot up, hard off the back of the rim, no good. Powell, the offensive rebound, spins and loses the handle on it. And Powell then commits the personal, her first, 5th on the team. And Allie Arnold will come in, replacing Smith. And also coming back in is Ponce Vass. Pass stolen away by Addie Despain. Nice job. Brings it up to Powell. Powell going to head in the lane. Scoops it up. Miss. Welsh the rebound. Got it.
Nice putback there by Brooklyn Welsh.
4 in the game for Brooklyn Welsh. And now Ponce Vass works it out top. Nearly had it snagged away. Mia and Bella Ponce Vass in the lane to Blust. Out to Murdoch. 3 is up. Way long. And the rebound, Blust had it for a moment, had it tapped away. Her 4th offensive rebound. That is our media timeout here. 4:49 left to go in this first half. 13-10 lead for ROWVA Williamsfield. Glad you're listening here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. McDonough District Hospital athletic trainers and the MDH Rehabilitation Center, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide expert help to Cyclones student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. Ethan, one of the fun things that we get to experience with not many fans in the gym is Coach Wheatcamp of the ROWVA Williamsfield Tigers. You can pretty much hear everything that he's saying. I'm sure he can probably hear most of what I'm saying, but always makes it kind of interesting. Things that you didn't hear with the crowd.
Yeah, it's nice to hear the insight that the coaches have into these games. I remember as a player being in my huddle, sometimes the opposing coach would be so upset or angry that we'd be able to hear exactly what he was saying and telling his players to do. Gave us a little insight on what to get ready for and what to look for.
I like that. Insight was the nice cleaned up term for it.
Yeah.
Not that mine ever yelled at me in the huddle. No, not at all. Turnover-wise, you mentioned the turnover-wise 8-7. ROWVA actually with more turnovers than West Prairie so far in this first half, but 8-7 still is a large amount of turnovers, and we've got more than a half of the second quarter to go.
Yeah, I think that comes with all the pressure that both these teams are applying on defense. Being very aggressive, trying to go for steals and passes.
Inbounds to Ponce-Vass to Murdoch, swinging over to the other Ponce-Vass. Mia to Bella. Murdoch. Mia is the number 20. Bella is the number 10. German with it out now. And that is Bella with it now. They cross it, bring it in the corner to Murdoch. Murdoch driving through, lost and out of bounds. She knew what she wanted to do with it, but just couldn't get it there.
That was a great defensive effort by West Prairie there. Even though the Tigers here were spreading it out and throwing passes all over the court, West Prairie was able to keep up and stay in front of their man.
Powell works it around, comes out to Welsh, far side. She'll drive under the basket, puts it up. I think it was partially blocked. Rebound, Watkins down with it, but stolen away by Mia Ponce-Vass. 13-10 lead for ROWVA Williamsfield. Ponce-Vass bouncing into Blust. Out to German, a fake. She'll put it down, bounce it into Blust, out to Murdoch. Murdoch, top three, said no. German down. That's one of those whoops.
Just sailed that ball right over her teammate's head.
13-10, ROWVA Williamsfield. Watkins will bring it up. 3:40, clock rolling, second quarter of play. And now high 1-4 set, trying to run Grace Fanatic out top. Watkins threw it right to Garza. Garza driving in the lane, goes up, puts it up. Yes, and it counts. Garza with the biscuit in the aforementioned basket. And Grace Fanatic will pick up the foul. That is the 6th on the team. And Garza will step up to the free throw line. The single one, good. She's 2 of 3 from the line. She leads them with 8 points in this first half, and the lead is out to 16-10. ROWVA Williamsfield, Grant Bland will talk it over, so will we. Right here on TSSR, Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
One thing that I've been impressed with so far here in this game is Powell. She played an entire JV game and is also, picking up the ball right at the half-court line. So she's having to run around, apply ball pressure. After already playing a game tonight, she's doing a great job hustling.
That she is. Lauren Powell doing a fantastic job this evening. And they're hanging right in here, down 16-10. In the second quarter. Now Grace Fanatic with it, nearly threw it away. Watkins able to gather it back in. And And now Watkins going to bring it down for Welsh. She'll spot up a quick jumper, no good. German the rebound. Her second defensive rebound. They lob it up the court, and once again, Garza not paying any attention. And it makes it 16-10. Grace Vanonik will dribble it across half court. Looks for Powell. Welsh picked up her dribble near side. Brings it out to Powell. Powell going to look to drive far side lane to Smith. Smith for Vanonik. Vanonik bounces in the lane. That one nearly tipped away. Powell got it out to Watkins. Back to Vanonik.
Again, nice hustle there by Lauren Powell.
Nice dump off Grace Vanonik, bringing it down to Brooklyn Welsh. Welsh with 6 and breaks a long scoring run for ROWVA Williamsfield, 16-12. They lob it down low. Garza with it, puts it up. Nice defense there underneath by Smith. Gets the block, and that brings it back the other way.
Once again, the post defense from Alyssa Smith. Doing a great job down there.
2 minutes left in the first half. Wanting Grace Vanonik pumping out top. Nope, they go to Smith. Back to Watkins. Watkins will bring it out top. Vanonik over to Welsh, who nearly had it poked away. And now Garza was going after it. Despain will check in. She'll replace Lauren Powell. 16-12, 4-point lead for ROWVA Williamsfield. As Welsh comes over half court. Dribbles down to the far side. Wanted Smith has it on a nice back cut. Pick and roll, but missed the shot. And we got a foul on the rebound. Beauty of a pick and roll, Ethan.
Yeah, Alyssa Smith was wide open there on that inbounds pass. She just couldn't finish the shot.
And they actually are going to give Blust a foul on the rebound.
Maybe an over the back foul.
Despain bringing it in to Welsh. Welsh to Despain. Despain out top, toes up the three. Good! Addie Despain, bang, with the three. 16-15, the Cyclones down 1. That is a 5-0 burst by them. Murdoch to Mia Ponsfast in the lane, tried to get it to Garza, and Smith going to be caught for the foul from behind. And that's the 1 and bonus for Garza and the Tigers. She'll spot it up there. Free throw is no good, and the rebound tipped. Comes over to Watkins. Watkins pulling down the defensive rebound. She'll bring it up and traveled with it. She went to get it to Addie Despain. A turnover.
Yep, she just took that extra step and dragged her pivot foot.
16-15, 1-point lead. ROWVA Williamsfield. Under a minute we go. Murdoch lobs it up, and that one picked away by Despain for a minute and had it back. German slows it down. A little uneven play right now to Garza. Out to Murdoch. She'll toe three. Smith, nice jump out. Missed it. The rebound, though, in the hands of German, and she puts it up and in. German's got 6, 18-15. Vanonik dribbling down, bounced it off the shin of Welsh, who comes out of there with it. Watkins holds, looks, comes over to Vanonik. Had Welsh open, didn't see her, and then nearly threw it away on the sideline. 18 seconds, a lot of time, Ethan, to work, but you got to be aware of what you're doing.
Yeah, let's see what West Prairie is going to try to do on this inbounds pass here from the sideline. If they're going to try and get a shot right away, or if they're going to see if they can hold it here. It looks like they're going to hold it.
18-15, we count down to 14 seconds left. Welsh with the ball, fires in the lane, tipped and stolen away. And out of there with it come the Tigers. They have 5 seconds to work it. Tabella Ponsfast out top for German, puts up the long three, no good, and that's the end of the first half of play. A score of 18-15 rather, in favor of the ROWVA Williams Field Tigers. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We're going to take a couple-minute break, and we'll be back to talk about halftime stats in just a moment. No, I'm good. I'm good.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helped me reach peak performance.
In the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helped me reach peak performance.
In the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
Welcome back here at the half. It is 18-15, and let's go through the scoring for you for the first half of play. As so far for the two teams, it is Lauren Powell leading one of the three players with 3 points. Powell, also Addie Despain, and Calissa Watkins with 3 points in the ball game. Powell is 0-1 from dropped home a couple of a 3 in the ball game, also 6 in the game for Brooklyn Welsh, and keeping the Cyclones close in the ball game. Let's take a look as Kaylin Garza in the ball game, leading the Tigers with 8. 3 in the game for Ashlyn Murdoch, 5 in the game for Carolyn German, and 2 in the game for Molly Blestier. Your thoughts on the first half, Ethan?
I think, like I said, both teams have been taking a lot of shots, getting a lot of shots. In the first quarter, they didn't do a great job of finishing, but did a little bit better job in the second quarter. I think for both teams, an issue is going to be the turnovers and offensive rebounds. Both teams have quite a few turnovers, and I know ROWVA has quite a few second chance points off offensive rebounds and putbacks. So in the second half here, both teams need to focus on limiting the offensive turnovers and also limiting the offensive rebounds.
And how very good that you said that. A beautiful segue, young man, as the Tigers with 12 turnovers in the first half, 11 in the first half for the Cyclones. Rebounding-wise, so far it has been a 12-11 advantage for the Tigers of ROWVA Williamsfield. So as we look toward this second half of play, what things do you think Coach Grant Bland's wanting to see from his team in this second half?
Well, I think on offense, he's definitely going to want to, when ROWVA is in man-to-man defense, he's definitely going to want to run through the entire play, not settle for the first open look or the first look, but settle for the first good look. And that only comes through running through your offense once or maybe twice, maybe even 3 times before you can get a good look. There's no shot clock here in high school basketball, so they can take as long as they need. They don't need to rush anything. I think that's where a lot of their offensive turnovers are coming from.
Yeah, it is. And we saw several times in the first half, the Tigers, somebody would try to push it, and it's something an old coach of mine used to say, in that go fast but don't hurry. And what they did was several times trying to whip it up the court, threw it right past teammates that weren't exactly, ready for it. And that's one of those things, court awareness, you got to make sure everybody's right. Now I want to give folks at home a preview. Tomorrow night, you and I will be back here as we bring the Cyclones taking on Illini West in a boys action. And going to be a good game. I'm kind of excited. My first time in person to see the West Prairie Cyclone boys. And Ty, you can talk a little bit about what you think of the game tomorrow night.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure of commentating on the home game so far for the varsity boys. The JV team is having some struggles offensively. They have some struggles scoring the ball and stopping the other team from getting steals and turnovers, but the varsity has done a good job of getting in close games and closing them out. The game just the other night, they had a very close game just until the fourth quarter when the other team kind of ran away with it. But tomorrow night, definitely look out for a couple of stars from the varsity team, Braxton Dunn, Matthew Giltmacher, and Reagan Weaver down in the post.
And that's going to be against an Illini West team that has struggled a little bit so far this year, but we'll see as they come in tomorrow night. And going to join you here, kind of a special night. And, of course, however many years was associated with the Illini West team, so going to be fun to see them as well. Addie Despain, Lauren Powell, Alyssa Smith, Calissa Watkins, and Brooklyn Welsh, and we got musical accompaniment to our game here tonight as Chad Cox running to cut out the CD. Pass into Brooklyn Welsh, spin and got the bucket.
Nice finish.
Cyclones. Go ahead.
That was a nice finish there by Brooklyn Welsh.
And that makes it 18-17 as Garza gets it back the other way, puts it up and in. And Garza sets herself at the free throw line. First one's no good. Garza ready with the second one. Nope, no good as well, but German high for the rebound. Picks it up and ready to take it on out of there.
A nice steal from Maddie Hood there.
Cyclones to Powell, tries the long Euro step, and we have picks up the rebound foul. It's the 6th rebound by Blust. And now bring it in. Nice job. And yes, and it'll count. Add one for Garza. As Addie Despain's going to pick up her second personal foul. Up to the free throw line once again will be Kaylin Garza to try to finish that one off. Ready's the free throw. Puts it on the way. No good. And Maddie Hood down with the rebound.
Maddie Hood's another one of those players that played the entire JV game, had quite a few rebounds and a handful of points. Now doing a good job putting effort in the varsity game as well.
20-17 lead here for the ROWVA Williamsfield Tigers. Welsh with it out top, toes along three. It is good.
What a deep three.
Indeed, the bank is always open. As 20-20 tie here. Lobs it out, and they'll work it at German. German over to Murdoch. Murdoch going to put the three on the way. It is no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Blust. Out to Murdoch again. Shot no good, and we've got a rebound foul on Watkins. Or a shot foul, I should say. That is the 5th offensive rebound by Blust. Murdoch, first free throw is good.
Yeah, and that's one thing you cannot do, like you were talking about earlier, is compounding mistakes. First you give up the offensive rebound, and you foul the three-point shooter.
And Murdoch hits the first two. She does get three, gets to color in the Caterpillar. It is 23-20. Second one or third one on the way, puts it in and makes it 23-20. So right back with a three. And back they will bring it. Yep, threw it out of bounds. Cyclones tried to get it up the court, threw it out of bounds. And it makes it 23-20. 6:22 left to go here in this ball game. As German brings it over to Murdoch. Murdoch out in the corner. Holds, bounces out for German. German has it tapped away and picked up by Lauren Powell. Welsh can't get it to go. She'll draw the foul on German. German's first, and Brooklyn Welsh will step up to the free throw line, try to inch the Cyclones closer, as it is 23-20. Free throw by Welsh is no good. Makes the second. Welsh. Free throw makes it 23-21. They'll bring it down. That foul on Lauren Powell.
That's the 5th foul on West Prairie already this third quarter.
Fouls have been a problem there for the Cyclones.
Lauren Powell's got 3 fouls now in this game. She's going to have to be careful for the rest of the 2 quarters.
Garza bouncing in for Bluss, nearly had it taken away. Got it back over on the outside. Garza, 3 no good. Rebound pulled down by Bella Ponce Fast. Missed, tip. And Hood had it, then pulled down. Once again, Garza in the lane, shoots it in and good. Garza, 12 points in the ball game, and it is a 25-21 lead now for the Tigers. Addie Despain dribbles in, has it. Are they going to rule tipped off of her and out of bounds? So 25-21. Garza holds on to it. And out it comes to Mia Ponce Vass. Over for Garza. Garza giving a look, going to dribble down. Puts it on the way, can't get it to go. Bluss the rebound, puts it up. She won't roll it off. Welsh had it, and then she will be fouled. Fouled by Jenna Woodside. Alyssa Smith will check in. And we're going to take a quick timeout here. 4:50 left to go in the third quarter. A 25-21 lead for the Tigers.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
Helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
And we are back here on TSSR Live, presented by MDH, 25-21. I was having to do some refiguring with my scoring, but the person that's really picked it up has been Brooklyn Welsh here in this ball game, has 12 points so far here as these two teams really fighting it out. And Cyclones just won't go away in this one, Ethan.
Yeah, we were talking about earlier, a lot of turnovers, a lot of offensive rebounds, but it's been by both teams, so it's been keeping it close.
So now Lauren Powell back in the game. She will bring it up. Dribbles down the lane. Far side has her pocket picked. And out of there with it comes Garza. She'll work it over to Woodside. Woodside dribbling down far side, wanting somebody to come to her. Bounces into Bluss. Bluss spins, puts it up, can't get it to go. And out of there, actually that is Annalyn Lovell. 25-21 lead here. Powell lobs it up, has her pass tipped, and Watkins able to gather it in the backcourt. Watkins gets picked from Welsh, dribbles, nearly had it snapped up by Garza to Smith. Despain picks it back up. She'll dribble baseline, wing it over to Powell. Powell looking in the lane, out to Welsh. 3 up, 3 off the mark, and that one will go out of bounds. The spherical atmosphere impedance test, known as an air ball. And so the Cyclones will have to regroup here on defense. German comes across, bounces over to Mia Ponce Fast, over to Murdoch. They're running kind of a weave up top here into Garza. Garza down the lane, missed an open layup, then batted out of bounds by Despain. Cyclones caught a bit of a break. Garza missing a wide open layup, Ethan.
Yeah, Garza got the inbounds pass there right in the middle of the lane and didn't have anybody in front of her, just missed the jump shot.
Garza out to Murdoch, over to German. German a fake. wings it in the corner. That is Mia Ponsfast, missed the three. Another rebound for Blust. Garza had one as well. It is off her hands and out of bounds. Tigers in this second half are just dominating the boards. They inbounded German. German out to Murdoch, up to Mia Ponsfast. Three on the way. Bounces and goes in. Gets a friendly rim. Makes it 28-21. And now they'll slap on a little bit of pressure.
Back into that 1-2-2 zone press.
Vanonic bounce. And we have a timeout called by Grant Bland, and lucky as they'd thrown it away. 3:06 left to go here in this third quarter. 28-21 lead for the Tigers of ROWVA Williamsfield. Let's take this timeout on TSSR Live, presented by MDH. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as the best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best in 2017, 2018, 2019, and again in 2020. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. You see ROWVA Williamsfield's going to pick up the pressure here. Ethan, what do the Cyclones got to do to break this and get themselves back into the game?
Well, the most important thing to do against a zone press is to move the ball to both sides of the court. A lot of players, especially at the high school level, dribble to their strong side and don't think often to reverse it to the weak side of the court, where when you're up against the zone, that's what you have to do. You have to get that zone to move, or else you're dribbling right into a double team.
And here's the lineup on the floor for the Cyclones. It is Alyssa Smith, Allie Arnold, also Addie Despain, Grace Vanonic, and Lauren Powell. For the ROWVA Williamsfield Tigers, it is Mia Ponsfast, German, Murdoch, Garza, and Blust. Vanonic with it out top, picks up a drill, throws it in the lane, and it is picked away by the Tigers. Garza up with it, cut off nicely there by Arnold. Over to German. German out for Ponsfast. Now German bounces to her far side. They can afford to be as patient as they want to be. Blust cross court. Good movement here, getting the zone going back and forth, and Allie Arnold going to commit the personal. That is already the 6th on the Cyclones in this second half. So they're going to say they're going to bring it in from the baseline. I think maybe one of the officials thought it was the 1-on-1. Not quite yet. Inbounds from Garza into Ponsfast, up to German. Back to Ponsfast. She'll put up the 3. No good. Rebound Blust. She's fouled on the putback.
And now we're going to be sent to the free throw line.
There we go. Wow. 7th offensive rebound for Blust already in the ball game. Free throw no good. Ready's the second one. Second one no good as well. That's keeping the Cyclones in the ball game, 29-21. Lauren Powell dribbles down with it, nearly lost it, fires it up, and a pull down there by Garza. Garza over to German, German over to Murdoch. Murdoch in the lane for Blust. She'll spin on Smith, put it up, miss it, and the rebound Garza puts it up, gets a rebound again, and they can't get it to go, and it's tipped out of bounds by the Cyclones.
Alyssa Smith once again doing a good job of playing defense down in the post. She's just got to get her teammates to get the rebound after she alters the shot.
German throws 3 in the corner, puts it up and in. Her second one, 31-21. Up to Welsh. Welsh nearly lost it. I think the officials missed the over and back there. That's Powell to Smith. Smith 15-footer, short. Rebound tip. Garza snaps it up. Her 6th rebound. 31-21 lead here. German over to Ponsfast. Down in the corner to Blust. Blust to Murdoch. Back to Ponsfast. Bounces over as we work to 1.5 left in the third. Blust holds out to Ponsfast. Up to German. German, Ponsfast, dribbles down for Garza. Garza spins back. Nice move. Puts it up and puts it in. Now that one looks like the Garza from Iowa.
Yeah, playing like a true post. Garza's definitely.
And we've got a tie up there at half court. 1:05 left to go here in the third quarter. 33-21 lead for ROWVA Williamsfield.
As I was going to say here, Garza for me has definitely been one of the most impactful players so far in this game on both sides of the ball.
Working it around here. They work it out to German. German. 33-21 into Garza. Garza up again. Nice block by Smith. And then Addie Despain had the rebound, was tied up. Nice job by Woodside to come in and tie her up. And that'll be possession to the Cyclones. 40 seconds left. Powell had a lane. Blust cut her off. Play getting a little bit ragged here. Welsh in the lane. Kick out to Despain. Tears it up. And a swat by German. Despain gets it back and puts it up and in. Keeping with it. They tell you always to play right through. 33-23. German holds, comes to Garza. Garza out to Woodside. Woodside goes to dribble. One official said tie up. The other official said he had a foul first. Actually going to whistle that as an offensive foul. Nice job by Addie Despain to draw that charge.
Yeah, it looked like she got in position there on the defense and just got ran over. Also, good job by Addie Despain on the last offensive possession. Most players, after they get their three blocked like that, would just give up on the play, but Addie Despain finishes it with a 2.
Despain trying to get off before the buzzer. Nope, can't get it to go. And that's going to end the third quarter play, 33-23. The lead for ROWVA Williamsfield at the end of 3. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. The Community News Brief is a free publication distributed over 68 locations in Bushnell, Macomb, Colchester, Industry, Adair, and more towns throughout the area. It provides local news to McDonough County and parts of Fulton County every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. To submit a press release or get advertising information for the locally owned publication, contact Lynn at 309-333-8245 or email communitybrief@gmail.com. Now, I did notice I had to correct myself. I got it right on the play-by-play. Was checking my scoring app, and they did actually, Carolyn German, instead of a 3, they gave her a 2. So it makes it our score here of 33-23 as we head to the fourth quarter of play. As the Cyclones, and it's going to be a little hard to get back into this one, Ethan. Cyclones going to have to really play tough defense but not foul because ROWVA Williamsfield's in the bonus.
Yeah, they're going to have to work hard on offense to get quick shots here as they're down with a 10-point deficit.
It is 33-23. Cyclones start with the ball to start the fourth quarter, rather. Despain, Powell, Watkins, Smith, and Welsh on the floor. Powell lobs it for Despain. Her pass is stolen away, and that's going to bring it back to the hands of the Tigers. Out to Bella Ponsfast. She's joined by Mia Ponsfast. Bella with it now. Fires it over to German, to Bella, over to Mia. As the Ponsfasses play catch with it. Now to German. German gives a look, bouncing for Blust. Blust's going to bounce out. And they can be as patient as they want here, Ethan.
Yeah, they have the lead, and again, there's no shot clock, but a nice steal by Alyssa Smith.
Brooklyn Welsh in the lane, blocked and fouled. Mia Ponsfast picking up the foul, and that'll put Brooklyn Welsh up to the free throw line.
You know, there's a saying that free throws win games, and we'll see if that here stays true.
Welsh, first one's good. 33-24. Second one, nope. And pull the rebound down is Annalyn Lovell. Bella Pons fast over to German. Down for Mia, who German nearly threw it past her into Lovell. Lovell spins back. Pons fast three, no good. Rebound. Despain had it, tipped, and finally gathers it in the corner. And she's going to get fouled as Bella Pons fast gives the foul. And that is the fourth on ROWVA Williamsfield. Addie Despain, another nice rebound.
ROWVA with only 4 fouls. They have a lot of leeway here to play aggressive in the fourth quarter to maintain their lead.
6:50 left to go in the game. Addie Despain up to Welsh. She'll put it up and be fouled. Nice job of breaking the pressure there. As Brooklyn Welsh will step up to the free throw line. She is to a 3. First one rattles home. Blust is going to come in. Lovell will go out for ROWVA Williamsfield. 33-25, cuts the lead down to 8, looking to go for 7. Second one is good. Welsh now with 15 in the ball game, 33-26. Leads down to 7. German's going to bring it up here. Out to Mia Ponsfast to German. German back and almost threw it past Ponsfast. Into Garza. Garza goes up. Shot no good. Blust another rebound, but threw it out. Lauren Powell able to pull it down and heads up the court. Powell got somebody behind her and going to get fouled.
Once again, going back to the free throw line. West Prairie has a chance to close this gap without any time ticking off the clock, and that's going to be vital for them.
Lauren Powell up at the free throw line. Foul is on Garza. Powell, first one is in and good. Cuts it down to 6. Murdoch's going to come in as Bella Ponsfast goes out. Powell for the second one. It is good. Cyclones have cut it down to 5. A 7-0 burst here by West Prairie. German, a lot of time left in this game, 6 minutes. Watkins with a steal, but couldn't gather it in on the sideline. A jump ball, possession arrow, says ROWVA Williamsfield. Timeout called by the Tigers. They'll step aside and talk it over. You are listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented at MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer our area teams on to victory. Again, this is TSSR Live, presented by MDH. 6:09 left to go here in the game. 7-0 run right now for the Cyclones. What do they got to do to inch closer?
Well, I was talking earlier about how ROWVA had some room to give some fouls and play aggressive here, but after 2 quick fouls and I think 3 for 4 from free throw line, is that right?
That's right.
Yeah, West Prairie is within 2 possessions here, and they're playing aggressive on defense. Getting some steals, they're going to have to keep that up.
33-28, 5-point lead for ROWVA Williamsfield. They'll bring the ball in bounds. Powell's going to meet the ball carriers or dribbler at half court. German dribbling down the near side, spins, comes into lane, bounces for Blust. Blust for Murdoch. They bounce it down for German. Into Garza. Garza spins, beauty of a move, missed it, got her own rebound, and fight for it. Blust shot it up, couldn't get it to go. Brooklyn Welsh at the throttle for the Cyclones. To Welsh, 3 is on the way, no good. Rebound tipped and thrown back in by German. Out to Welsh. She'll toe up another three. No good. Rebound. Blust is down with it. Pulls it away from Smith. That is 12 rebounds in the ball game for Blust tonight. 33-28. Tigers bring it up to Garza again. Garza out to Murdoch. Murdoch 18-footer is good. 35-28 breaks that 7-0 run. 5 minutes left to go in the game. Welsh to Spain down low to Powell. Powell goes up and is fouled.
Another foul on ROWVA. West Prairie again with a chance to cut the lead to 5.
Lauren Powell, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And we're going to take the media timeout here. You're listening to TSSR Live, presented by MDH.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
Helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
Back here with 4:57 left to go here. Both teams in the bonus. No real foul trouble of any note. And now Lauren Powell at the free throw line. Powell sets herself at the free throw line. Puts it up and on the way. Nope, no good. We'll try to draw it down to a 6-point advantage. Second one, good. She's 3 of 4 from the line. Powell was 6 in the game. She's going to meet German at the spiking line now at half court. 4:50 left to go here. German dribbling down, lobs it to Ponsfast. Back out to German. Over to Murdoch. Murdoch down to Blust. Blust back up to German, down to Ponsfast. Has a short shot, no good. Rebound Garza. Garza up with it, puts it up and in.
Wow, she made that shot with 3 hands in her face.
16 for her in the ball game. She now has 8 rebounds total. Welsh holds, comes back to Powell. Powell dribbling out. 37-29, 8-point lead here for the Tigers. Alyssa Smith shot goes, bounces on home. Smith's first 2 makes it 37-31. They lob it for Ponsfast. That one kind of try to throw her open. Murdoch, she'll put up a 3, no good, and the rebound Brooklyn Welsh. Welsh on the run with it, dribbling into the lane, goes up, is fouled by German, and Welsh will step up to the free throw line.
Some more free throws here for West Prairie.
And Ethan, that's more of that putting pressure on the defense. You make them make a decision, either get out of your way or foul you. And Welsh makes the first. 5 of 6. Go ahead.
As a defender, on a fast break layup like that, there's not many options you have.
Second one's good. Welsh with a game high 17. 37-33, close as they've been in a while. 3:40 left to go in the game. German lobs it down for Murdoch. Murdoch out to German. German will dribble for Garza. Garza in the lane, kicks out for Ponsfast, threw it past her and out of bounds.
West Prairie has a chance here. That turnover opened the door.
And I was surprised Garza actually had an open 7-foot jumper. She didn't take it.
Yeah, sometimes you take that extra pass, find the open man in the corner, and it just doesn't work out.
Watkins with it out top, nearly lost the handle, gathers it back in. Tried to bounce it to Welsh, tipped out of bounds by Garza. I am upset Grant Bland did not make a play on that. I will mention it to him after the game. Watkins, the trigger in from the sideline, looking at Despain coming to her. Bounced it past her, stolen by Garza. As German with it, over to Ponce-Vass. Ponce-Vass out to German, fakes. Back to Ponce-Vass, bouncing for Garza. Garza working on Smith, nice spin, missed it though. And Alyssa Smith down with the rebound. 37-33, here comes Welsh on the near side, nearly had it picked by Garza, got it back. Bounces to Smith. Smith back to Welsh, and they will set up the offense. Trying to get away from pressure, and Grant Bland going to use the timeout. Try to get away from trouble. 2:46 left to go in the game. 37-33 lead for ROWVA Williamsfield. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live. McDonough District Hospital athletic trainers in the MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to Spartan and Cyclone student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all things athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. Both teams in the one-on-one. You wonder maybe if the Tigers are a little bit tired here, kind of getting toward the end of the game as they picked up a ton of fouls in this fourth quarter.
Well, Kaylin Garza, I think, has not sat out this entire second half, and she's doing a lot on the offensive and defensive end as well now.
And German, I'm not sure what that was, but as Watkins dribbles in and gets the foul on Mia Ponce-Vass.
I've never seen that technique before on an inbounds pass.
I've used that technique on my kids a few times, but it never works with them either. As Watkins, first one's good.
Like I said earlier, free throws win games, and West Prairie is putting that motto into action here.
37-34, three-point lead for ROWVA Williamsfield. Second one on the way. It is good. Down to 2. 37-35. Here comes German over the timeline, driving lane, lobs it for Murdoch. Murdoch said no. German trying to dribble the lane. She's going to be fouled. As we'll see who that one is on, is going to be whistled on Lauren Powell.
First foul on West Prairie in a long time. They've been doing a good job of playing it clean.
And that's 4 on Lauren Powell, as German will set herself at the free throw line. Free throw is no good, and the rebound, Smith down with it. Out it comes Welsh on the run. Slows it there, comes out to Watkins. Watkins with 2:20 left to go in the game. Murdoch trying to hack at her. Very close to picking up a foul there. Watkins going to dribble past her. Open layup. Yes, it is good. Watkins, 37-37 tie. Down by 12. They tied it up. German lobbing it long to Ponce-Vass, to Murdoch. Murdoch back to Ponce-Vass. Over to German. German going to drive the lane. Goes up onto Spain. Wild shot, no good. Garza, the rebound, puts it up and gets fouled. Smith will pick up her third. Actually, this is her fourth. As the 9th on the team, and up to the free throw line will step Kaylin Garza. First one. Eyes it, flies it. It's good. 38-37. Since it was 33-21, Cyclones have outscored. We'll do that math in a minute. I'm a broadcaster. Math is not my strong suit. Second one. Good. Big free throws there by Kaylin Garza.
Yeah, once again, it's going to come down in crunch time to the free throws. Both teams have 9 fouls, which means the next they're in the double bonus. Each team's going to get 2 chances for free throws every foul after this.
16-6 run here by the Cyclones to put them only down by 2. As Welsh going to tie up the 3, no good, and the rebound in the hands of Blust. Who else? Her 13th rebound. German up the court with 1:15 left to go in the game. Ponce Vass out to German. The Cyclones need a steal here. Ponce Vass, they can just deflate the basketball. Into Garza. Garza shoots and is fouled. And if that's Smith, she's fouled out. And actually it is on Addie Despain. Despain has picked up her third. That is the double bonus now. 2 shots regardless. Kaylin Garza, 18 in the ball game. And a 2-point lead for the Tigers. Free throw is no good. Reddy's the second one. Currently 4 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Trying to expand it out to 3. Free throw is on the way. No good. She missed a pair. And so the Cyclones have some life here. 39-37 over a minute. Garza taps it away from Welsh.
Those missed free throws are huge for West Prairie. They have a chance here now. Rather than being down 4, they're only down 2.
And now once again, Noyes, German going to tap that one out of bounds. I wonder if she does impressions too. I'm just curious. Despain tried to bounce it into Watkins, but bounced it off her shin and out of bounds. And so 39-37. Cyclones have got to have the ball back. Murdoch, and actually German threw it ahead of Murdoch and out of bounds.
Wow, just when you needed a turnover or something to happen.
And we've got a timeout, 39-37. We'll set the situation for you here. 53 seconds left to go in the game. Both teams will be in the double bonus on the next foul. So Grant Bland out of timeouts. And the Tigers trying to hold on again. It was a 16-6 run that has tied it up here has put the Cyclones down by 2. Now, you don't need a three-pointer right off the bat. It's nice if you get an open one, but you don't need one.
Exactly right. And it makes you wonder what sort of play Grant Bland is. What sort of play here Grant Bland is drawing up in the huddle? Who's going to get the ball, and who do you trust taking this shot with a minute left, one of the very last possessions of the game?
And rebounding-wise, I just had to check that. Rebounding-wise, a 27-17 advantage for ROWVA Williamsfield as they have just dominated the boards. Now, turnover-wise, each team was 16, but none bigger than that one that German just threw. Was trying to wait for Murdoch to cut and just threw it a little long. Cyclones will bring it in here. They have Powell, Despain, Welsh, Watkins, and Smith. Ponce Vass is going to match up with Powell. Powell thought about out to Welsh. 3 is on the way. Got it! Wow! Brooklyn Welsh puts the Cyclones up 140-39.
And that's exactly what I was talking about. You can see that West Prairie ran the play. Their coach drew out for him perfectly. Double screen set there at the free throw line for Brooklyn Welsh. She's wide open at the top of the key and drains that 3 to put West Prairie up by 1 here with 40 seconds left.
And plenty of time left. 40 seconds is a world of time left. The biggest thing for West Prairie, they don't have any timeouts left. So if on a made basket, you're going to have to get it in. No more timeouts for Grant Bland. 40 seconds left. As work here, both teams, again, on the next foul and the double bonus. And the biggest thing, too, Ethan, they have been dominated on the boards here by the Tigers, especially in the second half. If a shot goes up, you have to get the rebound if you're West Prairie.
That's exactly right. You can't afford to give up any more rebounds, especially now that we're here in crunch time. To ROWVA, you really got to put all your effort into getting your shot back and not letting them get their shot back.
Tigers will bring it in from the sideline as Powell's going to apply a little pressure. Now, Murdoch's going to bring the ball in. And Garza's the one, if you're going to put it in anybody's hands, she is the one you'd want to lean on. 18 for her in the ball game. Gets a pick from Blust. Holds on, cross course to Poncevest. Murdoch, 3 on the way, no good. The rebound in the hands of, tapped out of bounds. Addie Despain did a nice job tapping that away from Garza.
That's exactly what we just talked about. Garza there got the long offensive rebound, and they have a chance now again here for ROWVA.
German with it. Dribbles in. Again, don't need something quick. Shot by Murdoch, no good. Rebound Addie Despain. Powell open in the front court. Layup is no good. Despain can't get it to go, but she's fouled. Addie Despain will step up to the free throw line. It's going to be a whistle on Murdoch, her first. Now the double bonus. Addie Despain can shoot 2, try to put it up to a 3-point lead. It's 40-39, 12 seconds left. Free throw's good. ROWVA will take a timeout. 12 seconds left to go in this game. The Cyclones, how is it Bill Raftery says it? Onions in this ball game. 41-39, coming back from 12 down in the third quarter to jump back into this one. What an amazing run, Ethan.
Yeah, this West Prairie team has done a great job of coming back here in this game, and most of it's been coming from the free throw line, where West Prairie's been making a lot of free throws, and ROWVA here down in the fourth quarter has been missing a couple, and it really comes down to that. A made free throw here puts West Prairie up by 3, which means that ROWVA's going to have to make a 3 if they want to send this one to overtime.
And also very important here, you've got to remember, if somebody shoots a 3, you do not want to foul them at the 3-point line. And it may be such a thing, Ethan, you use a little strategy here, is at the minute that ROWVA inbounds the ball, you foul them and make them shoot 2 free throws instead of 3.
Right, well, that all depends on whether or not Addie Despain can make this second attempt here and put West Prairie up by 3. Right now, their lead's at only 2.
Despain will set herself at the free throw line. She is a perfect 1-on-1. Second one, no good, and the rebound in the hands of Blust. Blust up to German. German on the run with 10 seconds left. She comes into the corner to Poncevest, goes to shoot it, and a timeout called before Poncevest put it up. Whew.
Man, if you're the coach, you call that timeout and that shot goes in, how bad do you feel?
Exactly. That might be one of those where the coach rides at the back of the bus on the way home, not in the front of the bus on the way home.
5 seconds here.
So the ball will come in now from the baseline. Right now, both teams in the double bonus. Just trying to catch the possession arrow if I could. But 5 seconds left. Basically, right now, you put your hands up. You do not let Garza get it inside.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Who ROWVA is going to be looking for here on this inbounds pass is going to be Garza in the middle, or perhaps number 12 on the perimeter.
So we'll see how they put it. Garza is actually triggering the ball inbounds. Blust is on the bottom along with German and Murdoch. Poncevest is by herself at the free throw line. Smith, Watkins, and Despain on the bottom. Powell and Welsh. Blust trying to make a little hole there. Lob into German. German puts it up. Shot no good. Rebound tip. And Welsh has it. That's the ball game. The Cyclones, a huge win here.
Wow.
Look at them jumping around. That is from 12 down in the third quarter to take the game home and win this one here. A big win for the Cyclone Varsity. And if you figure it up, the end of the game run for the team, a 20-6 run to finish this ball game to take it home for the Cyclones. We're going to step aside for just a moment. We will also talk with Coach Grant Bland here tonight and the post-game show. We'll do stats for you. Coming up in just a moment, you're listening to TSSR Live, presented by MDH.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
We're back here 41-39, the thrilling victory. I want to highlight something my young colleague said, and he was exactly right. The Cyclones 12 of 15 from the free throw line. The Tigers 8 of 17. You said it many times there in the game. You said it as it came up. And you look at it there's 4 points, ball game. Free throws matter in games like this.
Well, and the most important thing about it, too, was when you get fouled and get sent to the free throw line, there is no time that runs off the clock. So while West Prairie was down 12, I think it was, at the start of the fourth quarter, they could score all those points and catch that lead, cut that lead down without taking any crucial time off the clock that they needed to win.
And a huge second half here for the Cyclones. They outscored ROWVA Williamsfield 26-20 in the second half of play to win this. And again, I mentioned closing the game on a 20-6 run. Let's go over the stats for you. Lauren Powell was 6 in the ball game, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Addie Despain, crucial free throw late, 6 for her in the ball game. 20 for Brooklyn Welsh, 6 of 7 from the line, 7 for Calissa Watkins, and 2 for Alyssa Smith. For the Tigers, Ashlyn Murdoch with 12 in the ball game, 4 of 4 from the line. Kaylin Garza, 18, 4 of 10 from the free throw line. Also 7 of the game for Carolyn German, 2 in the game for Molly Bluss. Now, one of the interesting stats, a 27-18 rebounding margin for the Tigers, but the Cyclones were able to use a little bit of grit and a little bit of hustle and able to pull themselves back in this one.
Yeah, you're exactly right. If you are having trouble getting offensive boards, you need to make that up elsewhere. And once again, I know we've harped on it a couple times here, but that making up for it came for West Prairie from the free throw line.
And some clutch shots, a clutch 3 by Brooklyn Welsh late in the ball game, putting them up by 1, and then Addie Despain with a huge drive and rebound, and just aggression in that second half. Kind of a letdown maybe by the Tigers late in that fourth quarter, and they picked up a ton of fouls, put West Prairie at the line, let them back in the game.
Yep, they picked up a lot of fouls really quick, gave West Prairie a lot of extra chances, and on that clutch 3 by Brooklyn Welsh, of course you got to give credit to Brooklyn, but I think a lot of credit also goes to the coach, Grant Bland. You know, he calls a timeout right before that play. He gets the chance to stop the clock, get his players to take a breath, and he draws up this play that he knows, he has faith in his player, will get them the lead.
And, of course, want to thank the folks making our post-game show possible. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. You can stop in for a cold drink, take a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screen. You can also join your friends at JoJo's. Look at 776 North Cole Street, Bushel, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. We are hoping to imminently get a word from Coach Grant Bland.
Yeah, it looks like the players are coming out of the post-game huddle. Grant Bland should be out here soon.
Hoping to see here. As a great win for the Cyclones here tonight. I mean, this is the breakthrough they'd been needing. This is the breakthrough they had been needing. This is what they've been searching for here. A fantastic win here, and I am excited to have this fella take the headset from me. Grant?
Yes, sir.
What a win. I've been telling the folks all throughout the third quarter, said you ended the game on a 26-20 second half, but you ended the game on a 20-6 run to finish out that ball game, and that's just grit and determination by your ladies.
You said grit and determination, and that's what this team has. We put in work all summer. Girls showing up in a gym that's 100 degrees, wearing masks. We come to the fall, we don't even know if we're going to have a season, right? And they still show up, they put in the work, and that's a team that earned that win. We've talked all year how we're getting close. We're getting close. That's the first varsity win in I don't know how long. 5-6 years, I don't know what it is, but that's a group of kids right there that just earned that win, and I'm just so happy for them. They made me so happy tonight.
And they came up clutch. We were talking about in the second, especially Ethan kept mentioning the free throws. You actually outshot. You were 12 of 15 from the free throw line in the ball game.
Wow.
That's clutch free throw shooting.
That's great. It's just nice to know that, like, when we work on our free throws at practice, we talk about kind of having your own routine at the free throw line. And we knew that free throws would someday win us a game. So that's great to hear that they were 12 for 15. It felt like we didn't really miss from there. And to have Addie Despain sink an extra one there right at the end to kind of help seal us, that was awesome.
And I thought shot of the game, Brooklyn Welsh, it's one of those. I thought she were going to run to half court when she hit it.
I know.
Drops that big three home. She struggled from the field. Hits the big one when you need it.
Yeah, you have players like that. Brooklyn is the prime example of a kid who's never going to give up, and she's going to hit the big shot when you need her to. And we drew up a little play on that timeout where I'm like, we're just going to dribble that side. Brooklyn come through those double screens like this is your moment. And she connected when she had to, and she's a huge part of how you win that ball game. That's a huge shot with people here, and the tensions the way it was. That was awesome.
Now, Grant, you graduated from here.
Mm-hmm.
You came back here as a teacher, first in the junior high. You come back here as a coach to the high school. How much more does it mean to break a streak like this, being the coach?
It's an unreal feeling. Coach Mary has been awesome all year, too, with me being able to scheme with her and just come up with game plans is probably one of my favorite parts of coaching. And just to, like I said, I've been to many, many girls basketball games here before as a student, like as a fan, and then to be the coach, to coach this outstanding group of kids just makes it that much more special, too. So,
congratulations, young man. You earned it.
Thank you.
I told you.
Yeah.
I told you I would keep after you till you got one.
I appreciate it.
And congratulations on this one. Go celebrate.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you guys for your time.
And that is going to wrap up things from here. You've been listening to TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. The two of us will be back tomorrow. We'll see how exciting it gets tomorrow, as we'll be back here as Illini West takes on the West Prairie Cyclone boys right here on TSSR Game Time Live. For Ethan Hunt, I'm Greg Phelps saying so long.